There, I'm going to take a couple minutes to show you the best way to use our math website going forward this school year. So the first thing you're going to do is you are going to open a new browser window. It's best to use Chrome if you have it. I'm going to go ahead and open an incognito window just so that I can look at it from a student point of view. So you're going to type in my website, oatsmath.weebly.com. Now, from the home page, you have a lot of information. For Pre-Math 1, you're going to want to scroll all the way down and always look at the green calendar. Now, there's two calendars, pink and green. The green is always going to be different from the pink, so it's important that you're looking at the correct one. Up here, it'll say Pre-Math 1, so that's another good indication that you're on the right track. Now, the calendar will be updated throughout the course of the year. As of right now, our pacing is up there, and then I attach things unit by unit. So tomorrow is the first day of school. I also have things on here such as end of quarters, teacher work days, no school, spring break, and things like that. Now, what you're going to see on most days is this word right here, lesson, and then a separate sort of category here that says practice. Anytime you click on the one that says lesson, it's going to give you a couple pieces of information. Go ahead and click more details, and it's going to open a new window. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to give you the standard that we're going to cover that day, followed by what I like to call a kid-friendly objective. So what are they going to be able to accomplish in class? The second thing it's going to give you, and in this case it's two of them, but I'd say 98% of the time it's going to be one, is a video to the lesson. Now that video is narrated by me with my handwriting, and it's an exact duplicate of the notes that we do in class. So if your child knows that they're going to be absent, or if they're homesick, they can still catch up on the work as if they were in class. Now, every time it says lesson, it's also going to have an attachment here. Now, this attachment is the guided notes that we're going to do in class. Your child may have to sign in with their school information, and once they do that, it should bring up a PDF. It's going to tell you the unit number, the goal, and basically it's going to have some fill in the blanks and some room for work. Now, how do they know where to get the answers for this if they're absent? So going back to the calendar where those videos were, if you click on the video, it's going to take you right to YouTube, right to the lesson that I've recorded, and it's going to give you, as you can see if I scroll through here, all of the answers to the guided notes, and I'm narrating it throughout. So if your child's not here, it's a great way for them to catch up on work. Now, going back to my website, a couple other things. After we do a lesson each day, we're going to do some sort of practice. Sometimes the practice is going to be a worksheet. Sometimes it's going to be some station activities. It really all depends. But if you click on practice and then you click more details, it's going to open up another window with, again, some attachments. And so here you'll see there's an attachment for absolute value and one for integers. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the absolute value. And again, it's a PDF of the exact worksheet that we're going to do in class that day. Now, if it's a day where we're doing stations or something like that, I will usually attach that as well. All right, some other features of the calendar. Each week you'll have a bar across the school days, usually Monday through Friday, that says homework. In this case, it's the first week of homework. It's 10 questions. The password to the homework is there. The password always will have no spaces, and it is not case sensitive. Homework is due on Fridays, and then it is assigned on Mondays. It does not matter when the student completes it in between those days, as long as it is complete by Friday. Now, some other features of the calendar. You'll see that just about every Friday they have a quiz or a test. So quizzes are going to be 5 to 10 questions depending on the rigor of the material. They will take up 10 to 20 minutes of class, and then we will move on to something else. They're not meant to be long assessments. They're just meant to see, did the students understand what we did in class that week? Now, whenever there's a test, there should also be an icon here called Study Guide. So if you click on Study Guide, again, hit More Details, it's going to bring up an attachment of the study guide. I try to make my study guides very, very similar to the test. So they should be able to work through this. I will have the answers posted in class so that they can check their answers at any time. Now, that's about it for the calendar for right now. If you scroll back up to the top, just a couple of other things. You can click this right here, Contact Me. And if you forget my email or don't have your email up, you can go ahead and just fill out this form and it'll send me an email. It has my email address right here as well, in addition to the school phone number. If you do call the school and leave a message for me, it's going to take a lot longer for me to get back to you. I have to first wait until I actually get the message from the office, and then I have to wait for a time to call you back. So if you want to get in touch with me quickly, the fastest way is through email. Our next section up here is called YouTube Lessons. If you click on that, it's going to bring you to a couple of things. I already told you about some of the YouTube videos. If you click this icon right here, it's going to take you to my entire YouTube channel where I have a bunch of videos, and you can browse through the videos and things like that, but it's going to be pretty overwhelming if you don't know what you're looking for. So if you scroll down, you'll see that I have all of the videos linked here under specific titles. So this is integers and coordinate plane. These will be everything to do with fractions. We have decimals, GCF and LCM, equations, expressions, etc. And these are all things that we're going to cover throughout the course of the year. And then there's some EOG practice problems at the end. Usually, I really do try my best to make sure that the title of the lesson matches the title of what's here so that they're easy to find. If you do find any mistakes in the videos, and I'm sure that there are some, just let me know and I will try to re-record it as soon as possible. Our next tab is important stuff. So these are going to be important documents and important websites. Now, first off, this is your quiz and test correction sheet. If you click on it, it'll open it up so you can print it at home. I'll also have copies available in the class. Now, quiz and test corrections can be done for any quiz or any test. Students can correct their answers and get up to half points back as long as they fill out all parts of the test correction sheet. You do not want to look at this one here. This is not your class. However, Pre-Math 1, this is your class. So if you click on it, it'll open up a Google Doc so that you can see it a little clearer. And this is instructions for how your homework should be completed each and every week. So first thing you're going to see is there is a line down the center of the page, and that's to help you make the most use of your space. You'll see that each question is numbered. I've put the date at the top. You're required to draw all shapes or charts that are associated with the problem, and you also need to show all of your work. I know that a lot of students like to do work in their head, but I need to see their thinking. And last but not least, they go ahead and circle or box their final answer, so I'm able to see that. Now, this homework is completed inside of their 5-subject notebook, and I will check it on Fridays. Couple other things down here, the athletic form if students ever want to go to a game. This extra credit template does not apply to the Pre-Math 1 class. They have a different type of extra credit. And then last but not least, we have the school calendar for documents. As far as websites, here's a quick link to PowerSchool and also one to SchoolNet. And then there's some other links that you can explore there as well. And then last but not least, we have some math games. Again, these are games on specific skills. Students can play them at home for more practice, but we really don't utilize them too much in class. All right, I hope that gives you a pretty good introduction on my website. The biggest thing is making sure that students and parents use the calendar, because that's where all of our information is going to go throughout the course of the year. All right, hope that helped.